Good morning from rainy Scotland. Wow, let me open this up. Good morning from rainy Scotland. Wow, what an incredible day yesterday. Yesterday what did we do yesterday? After doing the video for you guys, we came back to the van, and then we headed out to go and explore a place to buy our son a bike. And it's this incredible place called Recycle Bike. And Recycle Bike recycle bikes. And it was funny, just as you go into the place, they had like loads of these different bikes. You just see the horses just straight ahead. Let me see if I can zoom in for you. They had loads of bikes in there, and he was looking for a mountain bike since his last bike is just trashed. He'd done his paper out on it for a long time, and then also ridden it to school loads, and he definitely rides his bike with gusto. So we found this incredible bike. I think many years ago, when it was first built, it would have been extremely expensive, and now since has been refurbished and has loads of new parts on it, and the price was just incredible, and he loved it. I mean, it's so lightweight. So we gave it a cycle round. It was like, yes, let's go for that one. And we're really blessed to have the camper van, because it means we can just stick it in the camper van and easily bring it back with us. So that was good news. So he is happy, and also did some shopping after that. So we had a really incredible brunch. I had this big vegan breakfast. Although I'm not vegan, I'm pescatarian, so I eat fish and vegetables, just not animal meat, if you like. And it's just an incredible brunch that we had in the Bridge of Allen, which is a little town next to Stirling. And then we came back, had quite a nice lazy afternoon, and I went on and did my higher self intermediate training. So that's currently as we speak, is at week 5. And let me just show you my face, because I want to show you. Hello. So this is John after, wait for it. Sorry, so bearing in mind I usually sleep about midnight or 11 to about 5 a.m. Last night I got to bed at midnight and skipped my morning run and woke up at 9:30 a.m. So I have big puffy eyes, but I just feel amazing. I feel so refreshed. Patch is more than ready for the walk, as you can see, disappearing into the bush. So yeah, this week 5 higher self intermediate training is dubbed Hell Week. So it's about hell, soul retrievals, and keeping safe, the risks, mitigating risks as best you can, and best practices for sustainability when you're doing this work. And to explain a little bit about what it is, soul fragments are, this is not a hard and fast rule, right? But often, as part of our consciousness that has split, has fragmented, can often be seen as part of our hearts, splitting out either in this lifetime or previous lifetime. And most of the time it's the choice of the soul themselves for that fragment to then go into hell. And of course, what's pretty horrible about the whole experience is that hell's not a nice place, right? And hell I see as these levels of these lower dimensions from below. You can consider where we are right now as level 0, and hell goes all the way down to minus 99. It does have a finite depth, because it's a bit like the cold in the universe. What is it? Goes down to 272 Kelvin or something. Like there is a finite depth. And what happens at these levels is that souls or soul fragments experience in hell the experience of eternal torture. So it's like torment and torture. So it's like playing through not always, but often in a repeating pattern, going over and over, and reliving some traumatic experience. Why? Sometimes I feel like it's a way of the soul being able to pay off karmic debt faster than other ways, such as simply through a series of traumatic lifetimes. Sometimes a soul wants to hide their superpower either from themselves and or others, and to fragment off part of their heart that fuels that superpower, and then to hide that in hell. There are many other reasons, but this is a short video and these are just some of them. So last night, now I'm not going to share any of the details about the class, but what I can say generically, this is the second time I've run the class, is that we will, in the training, either in that session itself, it's a 2-hour session each week that we do, or 2 to 4 hours depending on the class's progress. We'll identify whether any of the class have soul fragments, and then we will go to hell, and in simple terms we go through a waiting room. We select a vibrationally matched door for the lowest vibration of the class member, and then we visit that. We go down an elevator and we go all the way down to that depth, and there's a whole load of different protections and additional steps that I do. I typically work with Archangel Michael. He doesn't always come to hell with us, sometimes it's other archangels. So there's just a wide range of different practices that I've learned over the years on how to do this as reasonably, as safely as possible. And then, once we find the soul fragment, often in these pretty horrible landscapes that the soul has created in that level of hell, we then retrieve the fragment, and we understand a bit more about what happened, do any healing that's needed at the time, and then we head back up the elevator, back up to the waiting room, which can be a great place to do further healing. And then we do like healing and integration. It's often very tearful, often very powerful for both myself and the client. And then once we're all done, we head back into the main space where we started the session space. And in the case of the intermediate training class, it was just a really powerful series of experiences. And I'm just so proud of the class. They're all so incredibly brave. And we also spoke a lot about the challenges of this work, the real risks that it poses to you and your soul. If you're listening to this and you're interested in it, this is not a sales pitch, right? I want to talk to you and raise awareness of the existence of hell. And you get to decide what your belief system is. This is just based on hundreds of client sessions I've done, of which a proportion of those require going to hell. There is another place we sometimes go to, which is the infinite void. So these are just different places to have to perform quite similar actions. While we're in hell, yes, sometimes we have to battle demons or negative entities that are holding, or the soul fragment captive, or are punishing that soul fragment, like torturing them. But we all play a role in this universe. We all have our own vibration. Not one vibration is better than another. these experiences, as I've come to learn over many soul retrievals and going to hell and back many times, is that they are needed. They are needed for the soul to experience. They're needed for lessons to be learned, for superpowers to be hidden and reunited, for parts of someone's consciousness to be hidden from them and then reunited. There's just a broad range of experiences and why it's important. And a big reason I teach it in my intermediate training classes, I don't want my students to be isolated from part of that journey, part of that experience, because I don't want them to be scared of, oh no, I found a fragment and I don't know what to do. And even if they choose not to offer this as a service in the future, at very least they'll be able to understand what's involved, and not be super terrified of it, and know that there's probably someone like a fellow student or me that they could at least ask some questions of and say, okay, what do I do? What advice do you have? So that went on till about 10:30 last night. And then I watched a movie with my son and headed to bed. Today we booked in to go and see an old jail. That will be very interesting. I'll make sure my protection's up for that. And there's actors in it as well. That will be fascinating. But yeah, I just wanted to do a quick walk with you. Looking forward to having another exciting day here near Dollar in Scotland. Take care, everyone. Sending so much love. Goodbye. See you. Bye.